Hello guys, my name is Nirav and welcome to my video for learning how to choose a right MRP or ERP system for your company. Let's start with who this video is for. So this video is for anyone who is a small business owner, who wants to learn more about inventory management, who wants to see the change manager, and who wants to do a process improvement in the company. Very important thing about when you choose an ERP or MRP system is you choose a correct system which communicates with between the departments, in the departments, and between other softwares. So I will explain you how. Let's go with between departments. So when in a company there is a sales department, there is a purchase department, and there is a estimation and production department. It is very important that you communicate through all different channels and everything is visible through all different platforms. So information required for sales is also available through manufacturing environment, and whatever information sales is communicating should be going directly through manufacturing department or another department with the purchasing, so they know what the requirements are and how to manufacture the goods. Another important thing is in the department. For example, uh, let's say you got an order and you are doing some stuff for other customer. So make sure you those guys who are actually working on the floor has all the information that they need to produce the right goods. It is really important to know the specs and quantities of the products. After this, it is also important to communicate, have a good communication between different softwares. So some of the softwares does not work with other softwares, uh, or some of the ERP system doesn't include some other softwares. So make sure whatever you need. For example, if you are in a manufacturing and laser cutting area, you will need something that can read DXF and step files. So make sure you have those kind of software compatibility. If you are in a stock management business, make sure you read uh, your software can communicate between the accounting software and also a production timeline and also with the sales communication side. How about stock control? So very important part of an old school stock control is using an Excel sheet or using a paper based stock control. When you are small, that can work. But when you are not small company and when you are trying to grow, make sure you automate the stock control. Make sure you have the insight of what we need. Let's say if you need to make a product A, you need to know how much raw material we need to make, how easy to order it from the other supplier, and make sure it's very easy to process, to follow the process. For example, you order the material, you can easily get it inwards when you get it, and make sure you consume it when you make the product that you need. And after that, you should be able to locate them into your different racks or different locations. If you have more warehouses, you should be able to track your stock between different warehouses as well. Another important part of what to decide is that software or a system should have capabilities to analyze different suppliers. You are living in a very competitive market. So this market should be able to tell you what was the previous price, what is different supplier are providing for the same product, and what is the different lead time. Let's say you have one supplier giving your product in 5 days and one supplier giving in 3 days. But the supplier who is giving the products in 3 days has higher cost. And if we need that urgent, then we can order it from supplier A rather than supplier B. So make sure you understand all the recording, how the recordings are kept between different suppliers. Also, make sure if you have some issues with the product, if you have issues with the supplier product, make sure you note them. For example, certain suppliers cannot achieve certain standards, or certain suppliers can only do certain kind of work. Make sure you record them and have that record in the system. So you have to choose a system which allows all these points in your company. Point number four, which is very important, is you should have a process of how you receive a stock. Uh, in in small to medium businesses, I've seen whenever a product comes in, people just give it to anyone and stack it somewhere. But how it should work is you should have an inwards location for all the inwards good. Make sure you record them what we have received. As soon as you receive them, you should have the quality and quantity checking. And once you know the quantity and quality, then you enter them into a system and put them in a proper location. The reason we should follow this process is, uh, if we don't do a quality and quantity checking, let's say you're using that product after 1 month, and then you will realize that the quality of the product is not right, then you will have to rush through the quality, rush through the suppliers, and you have to say no to your to your customer, which is really embarrassing because you should not say no to your customer. So, and after that, you will end up spending more money because you need that thing in urgent. So make sure, you have a proper system in your new ERP system. After that, it is very important to track sales. So in the same ERP or MRP system, you should be able to track your product. Let's say you have product A. You should know what it costs. You should know what is the profit margin. You should know how much it is sold and what is the season that you should be expecting the highest sales. So you should be prepared in advance. You should not be prepared, oh no, we need it now and we don't have enough products to make it. So that is how an ERP system should be. It should be able to give you analytics and insights. Another important part after this one is you should have a ERP system that has a really good support and integration. Make sure you have a local support. If not, if you don't have someone whom you can contact, make sure you get enough training on the software. And if you have any questions, ask them how to contact them or how to get the training. Because many times it happens that the support center is not in the same country, or it is operated from somewhere else. So by the time you have a problem and you get an answer, it's already late and you can't afford to have a system breakdown. You can't afford to have something that is not, you cannot contact it. So make sure you ask all these kind of questions. Do you have a local support? How do we contact them? Or how do you improve if you need to change or customize anything? Make sure you ask all these questions and have enough training on the softwares. Another very important part of a software ERP system is make sure it has a different integration. For example, it should be able to print and generate different reports as per your need. For example, sales guys need a proper quotation and sales insight. But after processing the sales order, the manufacturing reports should be completely different because they need to see what ingredients are used, how to make it, how to assemble it. All that kind of reports should be integrated. Another important integration is make sure you have proper accounting integration. Many companies nowadays offer a Zero or QuickBooks integration, but make sure you have it and you make sure you know how to do it. Another important thing is CRM integration. CRM is very important too, which stands for Customer Relationship Management, Customer Resource Management. So you can track all your customers' data and track your sales and all. It is a very important integrations to have. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe. I really thank you for the thing. But if you want to see more about me, just follow the link in the description. You can follow me on LinkedIn, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.